Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Viorst. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair. And when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard and by mistake dropped my sweater in the sink while water was running. Alexander could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Stingray car kit in his cereal box. Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in the cereal box, but all Alexander found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window, too. I said I was being squelched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be sick. But no one even answered. Alexander could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, Alexander, you're singing too loud. At counting time, Alexander, you skipped 16. Who needs 16? Alexander could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. And do you know what Paul said? Alexander, you're not my best friend anymore. You are my third best friend. Oh yeah, I hope you sit on a tack. I hope you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone and the ice cream part falls off the cone part and lands in Australia. Philip Parker's lunch bag had 2 cupcakes in it. Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds in his lunch bag. Paul got a jelly roll with coconut sprinkles on top. I guess my mom forgot to put my dessert in my lunch bag. Poor Alexander. It definitely was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. After school, Alexander's mom took Alexander and his brother and sister to the dentist. Dr. Field's office only found 1 cavity. Too bad it was in Alexander's tooth. Come back next week, Alexander, and I'll fix it. Next week, I'm going to Australia. Poor Alexander. The elevator closed on his foot, and Anthony made him fall in the mud. And then he cried. And Nick called him a crybaby. Then Alexander punched Nick for calling him a crybaby, and Mom scolded him for being muddy and for fighting. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. No one even answered. And guess what else? Lima beans for dinner. Alexander hated lima beans. Kissing on TV? Alexander hated kissing. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. I lost my marble down the drain. And I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. Alexander hates his railroad train pajamas. Nick took back the pillow he gave me. My nightlight turned out. I bit my tongue. The cat wanted to sleep with Anthony, but not Alexander. Alexander had a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Alexander's mom said, some days are just like that. Even in Australia.